there is nothing bad like staying idle.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And there is this phrase that goes, an idle mind is devil's workshop. And that's the reason why you see, if I'm idle,
Yes.
I might even have a lot of other things that cross my mind, committing suicide, thuggery, and domestic violence, and all that. So it is very good that for you, even if you go to that small hotel in your village, tell them, let me go there.
Yes.
Let me assist you in terms of even standards and showing your people how to serve. That is something very
But
good.
there are guys now who are in the village because
Yes,
of that.
because of COVID.
India
Yeah.
kwa hiyo ka kiosk
Yeah.
pale, you know.
Yeah.
And you see, what I love about time is that time births value. So you need to understand that time can be your greatest friend or your greatest enemy.
Yeah.
And you see, like you said, when you're idle, it's very bad for you because you're not utilizing that time. So when you do that for free, you're processing your value because people pay for value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because somebody will ask you, so during COVID, what have you done or what were you doing?
Yes.
I remember sometimes last year, during COVID, I was in Rwanda. And then we saw this advert. I didn't have so much to do with my time. This advert that said they're looking for people to write about COVID in Africa. You know, to write a story about, and it has to be, if it's a theme, you're sticking to a theme. What has COVID done to Africa? And we said with my friend, let's do this. I've never been a poet, but I remember I put my creativity and we wrote what the world doesn't know about Africa for poem. And we did it. They were offering like $100 for the first, the people who, if like the top three.
Yes.
We said with my friend, what have we to lose? We put our creativity. We didn't even care about, where you put your poem and somebody uses it for free.
Yes.
We said, let's do this. And we wrote about what the world doesn't know about Africa. And this is a true story.
What?
So that was during COVID. It stayed for 3 months or 4 months.
Yeah.
Then I received an email like I've been listed. They didn't even know how to pronounce my name. Kevin Odongo is like number 2 in Africa.
What?
So we got $100 like that.
And you know that'll pay your rent.
Yeah.
It will pay your,
That sorted me out.
food.
And you see, I discovered I can be a poet. I never knew all my life. I never knew I can. So I've now moved to poetry.
Yeah.
Right.
Inspirational poetry.
Yes.
And that is very important. So you need to process that because you never know what you can discover.
Some people will discover that you are good in conceptualization.
Yes.
So there are some people who can see, like now that's what I learned about myself
Yes.
in F&B.
Yes.
I realized that when I walk into a restaurant, when I started doing consultancy the first time, I realized that when I walk into a restaurant,
Yes.
in 5 minutes I can tell you what's wrong with your restaurant.
Yeah.
I can tell you whether your problem is service, I can
Yes.
tell you whether your problem is your food cost, I
Yes.
can tell you whether your problem is the kitchen.
Yes.
Without walking anywhere,
Yes.
in 5 minutes I can do that. So, what is it that I had? I had the conceptual skills,
Yes.
and I was able to combine that
Yes.
with my 10 years
Wow.
Experience.
Wow.
because that's what I've been doing since
Yeah.
2006.
Yes.
That's what I had been doing.
Yeah.
So that only came when
Yes.
I came out of the box and I said, listen, let me help you with this thing.
Yes.
So hoteliers, we are in the service industry. We need to start thinking, how can I augment my skill?
Yes.
How can I add? And you know, the more you give, the more you add. When you give knowledge, it adds.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
I go to a restaurant, maybe you're working in a Chinese restaurant, you go to a West African restaurant, you
Yes.
talk to them. They are going to give you homework of what they want that will
Yes.
force you to go and research
go and-
about
Yes.
a West African
Yeah.
menu
Yeah,
and
yes.
a West African restaurant.
Yes.
You're adding.
Yes.
You're billing them,
Yes.
but you're
I
adding.
was told, you've reminded me of this guy who was telling us in Nigeria, because the competition is so high that these guys who, if when you're in traffic
Yes.
and you're just about the lights just about to go green,
Yes.
they'll wash your car in traffic in 5 minutes. And
So
that's
hii ya Kenya, hii ya
Yeah,
kufanya tu
kupunguza.
hivi.
they'll tell you, are you in?
Yes.
There are like 10 people, and they'll wash your car in 5 minutes,
Wow.
and they make their money and they go away.
Yeah.
So we need to rethink that. Maybe it could be car wash, but as hoteliers, like you said something about collaborating.
Yes.
We are not in competition. We are one industry.
Yes.
We are rallying towards a cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
And and people need to know that hospitality industry plays a key role in this country, in the economy of this country.
Yes.
And we need to understand our position and understand where we are seated from, and work together. Because if you work against each other, it won't be able to. And you were saying something very powerful yesterday that if I had probably 90 rooms booked and the cancellation happened. What if we shared, we said, okay, I'm observing the rules.
Yes.
I have 50 guests, take this other 50. Let's collaborate as hoteliers.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are some guys who work in your company that have no home to go to.
Yes.
There are some guys who work in your company that cannot be able to put food on the table.
Yeah.
Now, you're worried about this guy because you need to send this person home because you're worried they're going to give you a bill for a salary at the end of the month.
Yes.
That salary that they're going to ask you for, if you keep them, is going to go towards paying for rent and putting food on the table.
Yes.
All right? So this person has a problem of rent and food on the table. Now you, as a hotelier, you have a problem that you have got empty rooms and you've got food in your fridge that is going to go bad.
Yes.
So what if you just sat and collaborated?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're some 1-star, 2-star, 3-star hotel in Mombasa. You've got massive cancellations. You have food in the fridge.
Yeah.
So I sit with Kevin and I say, okay, me, I've got this hotel in Shanzu.
Yes.
I have got 50 rooms.
Yes.
Now, I've got 20 employees
Yes.
who cannot go home.
Yes.
But I need to send them home.
Yes.
And they're going home to get a place to sleep and they're going home to look for food.
Yeah. Yes.
What if we agreed that I'm going to give you accommodation and I'm going to give you food for this number of days in lieu of the salary?
Yes.
Wow.
You see, if you have an agreement, like I said, there is the law, but then somebody can come and say, there is the law here, but let's have a higher agreement than the law.
Yeah.
You've sorted their problem, they've sorted your problem.
Yeah.
You know, your rooms, they'll take care of them. In any case, they are the ones who clean them for your guests.
Yes.
They are the ones who cook the food anyway.
Yes.
While they are there, they'll take care of your gardens, they'll take care of your swimming pool, they'll even do your security, because your security is their security.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
And you can come up with a collaborative approach to being able to navigate through this COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I think what we are saying is we need to survive.
Yes.
We need to make it through this season.
Yes.
And if we stop looking at the doors that have been closed and look at the opportunities that exist,
Yes.
we can repurpose our assets and our opportunities
Yes.
and say, listen, this can do this, this can do this, let's collaborate, let's create synergy.
Yeah.
I just want to encourage all hoteliers watching this show and everyone else involved in one way or another that you're going to bounce back. This is a platform for our greatness, our next level. So just stay positive because we're going to come through this so strongly.
It is very key to stay positive. Don't lose hope. And as my colleague Kevin has said, this industry is going to bounce back, and it is going to bounce back in a very big way. So please stay positive, encourage yourself, and don't allow yourself to stay idle. Yeah. Remember, an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Guys, we are all pissed off. All right, we know what Easter means to maybe other people in other industries may not understand, but hospitality industry, we know what Easter, Christmas, we know what those holidays mean to us. And everybody is angry. And that's the easy part. It's easy to be angry. It's easy to complain. The hard part is actually doing something about it. So we want to encourage you. You have the ability to do something about it. You're a hotelier, you've been doing this for a number of years. You can find something that you can do. Let's not look at the doors that have been closed. What doors have been opened? Get your team together, talk to the people around you, and ask each other, what can we do in our unique space?
Yes.
In our unique Fred's Ranch, in our unique Serena, in our unique Shanzu, in our unique Mombasa, Kisumu, wherever you are. What can you do in your unique space? What do you have that is different from everybody else that you can use differently, not just internally for staff and for the owner, but also to add value to the customer? And I guarantee you, if you sit together and think long enough, you'll come up with something. You are armed with something for this season. This season didn't come and find you empty. There's something you are given that was meant to be your boat to carry you through this season. All right? Thank you for tuning in. This is Hospitality Masterclass.